told me it was enemy agents. Why didn't you tell me the truth? If I had, would you have believed me?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and one of the biggest hits of 2024 was Space Marines 2 from Saber Interactive.
Give me a solution.
We've hit that shield with everything we've got. Nothing gets through.
My lord, there may be a way.
And what have those lovely guys and girls been up to since that time? Well, I guess there's a KOTOR remake or sorts happening over there. Plus we've got John Carpenter's Toxic Commando coming out this year as well. And also another ditty called Turok Origins, which I gotta be honest guys, it completely flew over my head like the red arrows in the UK. But I'm gonna do a trailer and gameplay breakdown for you today. So if you end up liking what you see today, and clearly you have been for the last few weeks and months and maybe not the years as such, give me a like. And if you see the hype button when you hit the like button, hit that too. Or if you feel like it, you can hit me too when you see me in the streets. So without further ado folks, let's get on with this reaction today for Turok Origins.
Brothers! The heretics clamor for a taste of victory, but we will defy them this day.
YouTube's newest hero is here to save the day. His name, Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Now, a quick side note from Reddit here. Bad news for two upcoming Saber Interactive games. Origins, a 4-player for Turok, will not be playable offline. So if you want to play with other friends, you need an online connection. And I think the same is confirmed for John Carpenter's Toxic Commandos. So again, no co-op offline mode at launch. There are no plans for an offline mode to be developed or is to be with the game in the future, due to the fact that the game relies on servers and is tied heavily to a connection. Which again, you know, I guess servers are getting more expensive to run, and I think Saber Interactive want that, you know, stay indoors, maybe get your friend around with a console, then you two can co-op play that way, which is, you know, that's fine. That was the old days of gaming anyway, so I'm neither too fussed about that here or there. On X, save humanity as the legendary Turok warriors in this reimagining folks, not redone for a modern audience. I love to say that, you love to hear me say it, so we're gonna get on with this. Of the action classic coming to Steam, PS5, Xbox, the Series X and S wishlisted now. And Tim Willits, one of the grandfathers of id Tech, he is obviously now working with Saber Interactive with Matthew Karch, who speaks fluent Russian, by the way, which I didn't know until a few days ago. And beware, Oblivion is at hand. Join the legendary Turok warriors solo or with friends. Which again, that Reddit post is a little bit strange to what they're saying here now, but it is what it is. And look, on the wish list on Steam, this was updated as of course, yesterday, and not bad. 237 in the top wish list, which is pretty good. That's not bad. That's obviously going to go up a lot more when more is revealed about the game, but I've got some reveals for you anyway. And this was basically the very short trailer, 1 minute and 4 seconds from last year, I do believe. 1 year ago, well, 1 year ago is, yeah, 1 year, oh my god, 1 year ago, holy shit folks. So there you have it. Now we are going to go to RX Gaming, good YouTuber and a good channel, and we're going to look at the 6 minutes of gameplay, and it's all in 4K, so let's take it away.
Turok Origins, a brand new chapter in this classic dinosaur hunting franchise, one that has a massive place in many people's nostalgia. Man, did I love Turok Evolution back in the day on PlayStation.
Look at that effing design. I remember this back in the day. I never played this game, but this image always stuck out. He reminds me of those villains in the Doctor Who, of the old Doctor Who series back in the day. If you know, those things that come out of the water. it reminded me a lot of those, actually. So, yeah, let's just carry on, man. That was just such a real cool callback.
2. So this is one for the dinosaur and co-op game fans out there. That's right, co-op. Recently at the Game Awards, we got a reveal of a modern revival of the Turok series.
I like it, modern revival.
And we've got all the details right here, so let's dive in. Firstly, you may have noticed that Turok Origins marks a significant shift for the series, moving from that classic first-person perspective that we knew,
I've got to remember this.
now to an over-the-shoulder third-person perspective with more action-packed looking gameplay.
Which is my preferred way of playing anyway.
The entire main campaign is also going to be able to be played either solo or in co-op with up to 3 friends. Perhaps one of the most exciting things about this game is the fact that Saber Interactive are the developers behind this revival, and you may already know them as the studio behind World War Z and Space Marine 2. They're leading development, so you know the co-op gameplay and quite frankly fun aspect of the game will be a big focus.
Yep.
Space Marine 2
is a
near perfect parallel for what we're seeing here as another third-person co-op shooter fighting waves of enemies. And man, is Space Marine 2 so much fun. So let's talk about the actual gameplay and setting, because we're fighting dinosaurs but with various forms of advanced technology, so it's good to get a little understanding of things. It's set across various planets which are connected via portals, and the map will be semi-open world environments with what is looking like very visually impressive but dangerous landscapes. This includes locations like dense jungles, ancient temples, and even wasteland canyon-style areas.
The gameplay looks insane.
Of course, this is Turok, so the dinosaurs are back on the menu, and so we will be facing these ferocious prehistoric creatures, as well as terrifying alien threats and epic bosses that look like juiced-up massive dinosaur variants. But how are we going to be fighting these fierce dinos? Well, that's where our arsenal of futuristic weapons comes in, with things like plasma rifles, ray guns, snipers, and something that veterans of the series will be happy to hear, the classic bow. On top of this, you have melee attacks and even special abilities, which are meant to be key to surviving these intense battles. Something that people do seem to be worried about is the cosmetic-looking suits that the characters morph into in the trailer. But don't worry, this is actually the new biomorphic suit. It's all to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, the companions, I get it. They're muscle-bound dudes and dudettes, and it's a different time, and I don't know if you can actually cosmetically change the look of your character or your companions, but, you know, the main character looks like a complete badass. He reminds me of Arnold Vosloo, you know, the bald-headed actor from The Mummy. He kind of reminds me of a slimmed-down version of him, maybe with a bit of Vin Diesel thrown in for good measure, when Vin Diesel was a lean, mean machine before he became a big burrito later on.
Extracting DNA from fallen enemies to unlock new powerful abilities for your character. This is meant to include things like summoning lightning or enhancing your suit's skills and appearance. Each of the characters will have their own unique DNA powers, which kind of makes me think of the different Marines in Space Marine 2 and how they have different abilities.
Oh my
so
God.
there's going to be different play styles per character. The thing is, Turok Origins isn't just a revival of the series. As you may have seen, it's quite different. They really are aiming to reimagine it, but also stay true to the franchise's roots with a modern
reimagined revival.
I'm not sure exactly how true to the roots it can be, as it's going to be a co-op third-person game this time around, but I am all for giving this one a try. Remember, the series first debuted back in 1997, being inspired by the comic books, and it became a household name among gamers in the Nintendo 64 era. But now for this new one, we don't have a release date yet. But we do know the game will be releasing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC.
Oh, look at that graphics card.
And it's currently listed on Steam, so it is wishlistable. The Saber Interactive CEO and co-founder Matthew Koch shared this statement about bringing Turok back. He said, "When we looked at game franchises that we felt deserved to be brought back, Turok was at the top of our list. At Saber, we love taking classic IPs and combining it with fresh gameplay.
Yeah.
Now, judging on what we've seen so far, I am all for trying out this new co-op action shooter that is set in the Turok universe. But what do you think about Turok Origins?"
Wow, that's all I need to see, man. That is just awesome. Yeah, RX Gaming, really good commentary there. I did like that a lot. And yeah, I think people generally are just looking forward to this. They're all getting impatient now because Saber Interactive have teased this, and basically we want to see when they're releasing this damn game. Hang on a second, let's try this and see what the comments say here. This ain't it, guys. We're ready. Guys, beware, Oblivion is at hand. I absolutely see what you did there. Almost gave up my hopes to see Turok ever again in a video game. Your heroes. And look at that fist bump from Turok Origins themselves. That's amazing. The master cheat of Turok 2 on top. You do remember. I don't, but I've heard about what he's talking about. Welcome back, Turok. It's only been almost 30 years. My heart is about to explode. It's been too long, Turok. Glad to have you back. Can't wait. Hell yeah! This looks amazing. I guessed this before the title popped up. I'm excited. Look at that. People are just going absolutely nuts. And I don't think there's going to be an outburst of the usual suspects, maybe from the gamer and people like that. They might make some sort of sly offhand comment about, oh, more toxicity gaming, we want diversity, we want Sweet Baby Ink shit. Or if you know about Dustborn recently, what's happened with that game, it's made a bit of a comeback, unfortunately, because it seems that if you stream the game live, and it could be a gay game at this point, the so-called copyright music that wasn't actually meant to be copyrighted, but in fact is, you're going to get your channel, well, not your channel demonetized, but you won't make any money from the stream of the gameplay, because the actual people, Red Thread Games, decided to use standard licensed music, despite the fact that they could have actually used AI, ironically, to make brand new music. Well, again, it's questionable whether AI can replicate original music, because how much music is out there? Yeah, billions probably at this stage. But anyway, listen folks, if you ended up enjoying this new format of a video today, trying it out, I like what I see so far, and by all means leave some comments below. But indeed, if you did enjoy everything today, leave a comment, smash that subscribe button, hit the hype and like buttons, and I will catch you all catching me, and you might want to catch this video here very shortly on the next video, which I promise you will be a doozy as well.